Hello everybody.
Hello.
Well, the news is in and we're coming home. Short story is, the visa won't be renewed. Now this does emphasise how difficult it is for visas, in Israel, how hard it is for Christian volunteers and people coming here. It's certainly not easy, and it's only by God's miracle provision that we've made it this far. 3 years. 3 years.
Yeah, it was definitely a miracle last time.
It was. And we're packing up. We're packing up and we're coming home.
And it's been we've always been praying that even last time when it was renewed, that's how we knew that one of the reasons that we knew we were supposed to be staying and we were supposed to be in the Galilee is the same way that this time with it not being renewed really confirmed for us that it's time for us to start a new season in New Zealand.
Absolutely, yeah. So we really sought the Lord on this, and it's important that we take his leading and follow, and we will follow where he goes, where he leads us. We will follow.
So thank you to all of you who've been praying with us over this whole situation of visa renewal and what we're doing next. We really appreciate your prayers and your support with that, and yeah, it's really exciting
and sad at the same time, because we have made amazing community here, getting involved with the Jewish engagement, with the secular Jewish community down in the kibbutz, with our believer friends here in the Galilee.
Yes, and really precious friends. They've been our family in Israel, so
we're gonna miss them.
Yeah.
But we're also excited about seeing family. So it's quite tearing, to be honest.
Yeah, the longer you've lived overseas, and I've read so many different articles and blogs about overseas working and without using the M word.
Right.
Yeah, you really do feel torn between your passport country and your host country. Your home country and your host country.
Yeah, it's a very real thing. So we just want to encourage and thank you guys for being with us, and ask you to continue to be with us as we transition.
Yeah.
We have to pack up. We've got
about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 13th of March we leave.
We're coming home next month, guys.
Next month. It was all going to happen really quickly. So we're going to pack up the house. We're going to give away as much as we possibly can.
That's one cool thing, is we have the opportunity to bless friends that we know here with things that we have that they're just things at the end of the day, and so if we can really bless another family here with the belongings that we've accrued,
whether it's a cordless drill or a kitchen blender or a sharp kitchen knife, all of these things, we have been blessed.
We were blessed in that way when we came, and so we know the value of it.
And we've been blessed by continued support to continue to live here. And it has been a battle and a struggle, and there's been real high times and there's been low times. But we're excited about being able to pay those blessings, or give those blessings
I'm
out.
actually really excited about getting rid of everything again and starting with a clean slate. It's so, I don't know if any of you have been watching, Marie Kondo's organisational thing on Netflix. It's a popular series right now if you haven't seen it. It's such a good feeling, decluttering and getting rid of stuff and starting new.
So we came to Israel with just our suitcases, and we're going home with just our suitcases, but
and
I am
books.
going to pack up a few books.
Homeschooling books are coming with us.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
they are.
there's a couple of extra things because we did make a second trip to New Zealand during our time and bought some extra stuff over. There's going to be some stuff I try and ship, might do DHL or something, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't cost a fortune. If anybody wants to help out with the shipping cost for a few of our precious books and homeschooling stuff, that would be good. Another thing is the car as well. We have got to know a Jewish family, New Olim. That means they're new immigrants. They've immigrated. They've made their return, their prophetic return to the land, as it is written in the scriptures. And we see how difficult it is to live here. We know the difficulties that this family is going through as well, and they have a really old little car that's just worse than ours, a lot worse than ours. And of course ours has a new motor now, and all the mechanical repairs we've spent on it. So we would we would like to just give it to them outright, but we also know that we need a car back in New Zealand. So we're trying to figure out how to do that, but we also need to land on our feet at home as well. So that's difficult. Don't want to hold on too tight, but we really want to bless them.
Hi Maya.
Hey Maya,
You just woke up.
you want the car?
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Oh, you can't drive. If you have it on your heart to bless a New Orleans family with a car, then you could buy our one for really cheap and we'll give it to them. Just an idea.
Yeah, if you're interested, email us and we can give you more details about that. It'll be a really awesome opportunity to bless a young family. They have 4 kids here. They're really working hard to plant deep roots here, and it is hard.
Very
It
hard.
is hard. So yeah, if you're interested in that opportunity, then give us an email and we can fill you in. Ask us some more questions if you have them, and we can fill you in on
Yep.
the details of how you might be able to do that.
Special thanks to our landlord, who is a believer as well. He's from the USA, and the situation with being able to live here, steward the house, pay rent by doing work and renovating. We couldn't have survived the way we have without that.
It's not even been survival as well. It's been more than that. It's an amazing home, and we wouldn't
It's pretty special.
wouldn't have been able.
The kids have got a place to run outside. Many Jewish families don't have that. They live in the upper stories of apartment buildings, and if they want to run outside, they have to go to the community park. That's
And
how
the
it is.
community parks in Tiberias leave a lot to be desired. That's for sure.
Not as beautiful as New Zealand. That's the exciting thing about going home. Clean, green,
Yes, I'm so excited about taking the kids to all the playgrounds. in New Zealand.
cheese, red meat. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. You're trying to talk to me.
You're listening to Dad's voice. Where there's all the exciting things to look forward to, and then there's also, I don't know if some of you probably have heard of reverse culture shock,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we're definitely expecting that and those feelings. Already there's some things that we're thinking, oh, that's going to be interesting going back, and that's going to be interesting going back, and because we've changed so much and we've learnt so much and we've experienced such a different culture over here, you have culture shock when you move to a different country, and then once you've been living in that country for a long time and you go back to your original country, you can get a reverse culture shock. Things that you thought you were used to are so different to the culture you've just been experiencing that you,
Can throw you into a muddle.
yeah.
So that
please
also
have grace with us, for
Yeah.
those of you on the New Zealand side of things.
have this this situation facing us. Where do we live? When we go home, we know that both we would usually go and stay at mum and dad's house, but both our parents have full houses at the moment with other family members, and that's great because we really enjoy the support of family, and I believe personally it's important for family to support family. But we know that they're busy and full, so we're seeking where we're going to live. We're seeking how we're going to get around, little car, and opportunity. Am I going to go work? Do I just go get a job
It lights very bright.
again, or do we continue in ministry? How do I continue on this media train that I believe God started in me,
Yeah.
developing and making videos, and I have a heart to make videos for the kingdom, for godly content with a good message out in the world. I think there's a real need for that. So how do I combine working, income, supporting the family, working for the Lord?
So prayers for direction of what we do next when we get to New Zealand is appreciated.
Yeah.
Some leading and for God to reveal to us what the next steps are. We know that we're to be going home, and then what?
Oh, that's cheesy.
Can you hold her while I take the wrap off?
Oh, Maya.
No, gosh.
I went through like 4 t-shirts the other day. Just bit spelly, aren't you, Maya?
It's going to take us a while, I think, to process when we get back to New Zealand.
Yep.
Our experience.
And share as well. We got a lot of people we want to talk to and share, and a few messages to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so we're going to ask for our supporters, our financial supporters, to stay with us for 90 days during this time.
After we get back.
Yeah.
While we
And
find our feet, get over jet lag, find a job, figure out what we're doing.
find a place to live,
Just help ease over
get
that.
ourselves into a car, feed children.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of the above.
So we thank the Lord for this experience. It was Him that called us here, and we responded. And He has poured so much into us. We've learnt so much, and we've been able to bless. It's a blessing to be a blessing, and
It's a saying here, isn't it?
it
We hear
is.
a lot.
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
But in an American accent.
And obviously our heart for Israel has grown, you know. To start with, we had some interest and
Yeah.
wanted to find out. And so we have plenty to share. We have a lot to share. So what is the Lord going to lead us to? How do we combine work, income, ministry, sharing the message, sharing what we've learned? I feel like if I just went home and got a job as a civil engineer, project manager, which I'm reasonably confident that I could do quite easily, I'd be concerned that would be burying my talent in the sand. If I didn't have part of my opportunity in sharing what we've learned and what God's doing here, you know, would I be wasting the experience that I've been given? I don't want to waste it, but I also don't know what the Lord may have for us, you know. So pray with us on that. Pray with us on that. And thank you for the communications, the emails that keep coming.
Yeah.
We really love hearing from you guys.
Yes, and pray for our flights. For the journey home, back to the other side of the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
It's a long flight home.
Alright, we will get to it with our packing.
If you want to follow on, we're going to try and make a conscious effort for the children to say goodbyes.
Yeah.
Conscious goodbyes, that's goodbyes to people and to places. We've been given the advice for returning families. And so we will. We're going to make an effort to go visit a few more places before we leave with the little time we have. So I'm going to share a few videos on Facebook of where we are and what we're doing. We'll take the kids down to the edge of the Galilee and stuff. So watch out for us on Facebook, my Facebook page. You'll see some videos of our vlog adventure travel home. Yeah, and we're going to keep these newsletters going as well.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the end of us.
Yeah, definitely. Even when we get back, while we're
Follow
still
the
in
journey.
transition and re-entry and reverse culture shock and all of those things, yeah, you'll be hearing from us.
You will. Shalom, shalom from the
Bye.
Galilee.